Hey guys, hello. Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven, and Claire with her little monkey tail. So I gave myself a little trim and I cut my hair. I did miss a spot back here, so I have to go back and clip that. But if you watched my last video, I shared at the very end, I was going to make a little video about two new products that Teami sent me. Now, if you're not familiar with Teami or you've not seen them on my channel before, Teami reached out to me, I don't even know now, 3 or 4 months ago. They sent me some tea and one of their super cool tumblers that I have love. I live with it. It's on my work bag every day. They sent me some tea because they seem to like my channel. Maybe they thought I was an honest, kind of good guy. I don't know, but I'm grateful because I have subsequently become addicted addicted to their tea. I was a dyed-in-the-wool coffee drinker from childhood. In the Northeast, we drink coffee all the time, seemingly with every meal. Even in the depth of winter, we drink iced coffee. It's a typical thing to do in Boston. Dunkin' Donuts, milk, and 4 sugars. Thank you very much. Large. So Teami sent me these teas, and they became an integral part of how I survived red-eye trips, for example. If I was going to go into Baltimore, for example, for a layover, I might get into Baltimore at 7 or 8 in the morning. If I want to explore the city, I really can't afford to take a nap because my naps turn into 4-hour naps. Not good. So I would now have a cup of tea or make a cup of tea and take it with me in my super cool tumbler. So Teami actually allows me to actually stay awake and function. It tastes great, and it's really become a big part of my life and a big part of my diet. So I've really enjoyed them. But they made tea, and that's it, right? No, they make a whole bunch of products. They make some skincare, and I'll be talking about a new piece of their skincare soon. But then what's the next thing they sent me? The next thing they sent me, oh, not a big win, was little honey spoons. They're like spoons shaped like, they're pieces of honey lollipop shaped like spoons. Not a big win. Really did not enjoy them. And there's a tea, the Alive blend. I can't say I enjoyed it. I didn't. But I love their tea. The Boost blend and the Focus blend. I live by it, and their tumbler. And then they sent me a Teami Mix It. And I have to say that it was very generous of them to do that because their full retail price on it was like 80 bucks. They sold out. It was a huge winner. Now I live with that and I work with that as much as I do my Hot Logic Mini. If you know anything about a Hot Logic Mini, it is integral to my life as a flight attendant. This Mix It, the Teami Mix It, the blender, I use almost every day on a trip and sometimes at home for a snack, for breakfast. It's been a big part of my work life now. I love it. And I love when people see me using it because they're like, whoa, what's that? So I really enjoy it. Now, when they sent me that, they sent me the Teami Greens, which is that color. It's green. And you may have seen me show you that in a past video as well. Now they gave me this, and this is fantastic, and I use this not every day, but most days when I'm working for sure, as a way to supplement my diet. Because if you've ever watched me say what's in my lunch bag, it's always pasta, Pop-Tarts, lasagna. It's never anything really healthy. It's always lacking in something green. So the Teami Greens has become a big part of my life as well, with my Mix-It and my tea. So very excited, very happy with Teami. But yeah, they sent me the stuff. Loved it. And then recently, Teami said, hey, we're going to come out with a new product. It's a face wash. Would you like to try it? Yes, because I love free things. They sent it to me for free, so I'm very pleased. But I was not very hopeful. I will admit, I did not tell Teami this, and I certainly would not tell Nina, who is the Teami person I talked to. I was really not, I was not thinking I was going to enjoy this or find it a big part of my life, but I do like free. because my channel is not that big. I don't have a bunch of people knocking on the door saying, hey, would you like some free things? No, does not happen. Doesn't happen like I'm not flirted with, although that did happen on a flight recently. Maybe I'll tell you about it in another video. But she sent me this product, and she was curious what I thought. But it also happened around the same time as my mother died. Now, I didn't talk about my mother much when she was alive, but she seems to make it into most of my videos now that she's passed away. So I was not about to make a video review of this face wash because I was kind of still screwy after my mother passed. But I have been using it. Now I've used it maybe a dozen times, maybe more, and I've only used that much. I just get a little drizzle, enough to cover like my thumbnail, not much, and that would be enough to really get my face and probably wash my beard too, if not my head. It's a crazy it's a crazy product. Now, first off, the ingredient list is very different, and I'll go over it in a moment, but it's a very strange product. It's a very strange texture. It kind of feels like a gel, but it's also oddly squishy, and it almost has a body to it. It almost feels like cushiony, slimy. It's slimy. It's kind of slimy, really. It feels very organic, and I'm not going to go anywhere with that. It just feels very strange in the hand as you're applying it to your face. I really liked it a lot, but it felt very strange. And if you ever try this product, you'll know what I'm talking about. It is very weird, and that comes mainly from the ingredient list because it's got a very strange ingredient list. So I really liked it a lot. What I did with it recently is these past days to try it out. I washed my face with it as vigorously as I could with that little konjac sponge that they gave me, and I washed my face with it. Really liked it a lot. The texture was really novel, as I've just mentioned. It's very strange. And after I rinsed it off, I pat my face dry. I would not put moisturizer on as I typically do, just so I can feel what my face feels like after it dries. So if it feels tight or drawn or uncomfortable, I would know right away that I wouldn't use it again. Well, it felt very comfortable. It almost felt silky, as if I had moisturized, which is very weird. And if you try the product, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But I have to tell you, a big solid win. Who knows what my favorite face wash has been to date? Hands up, you in the back. Right, Purity Made Simple by Philosophy. I love that face wash. I've loved it for years. I used to buy it when I could afford it. I made more money. I used to buy it in the 32-ounce pump. I loved it. I might like this more, which is weird to say. I think I might like this more. I think I like it more. I'm going to have to decant it into a different bottle because while this pump does lock, when I travel, I squish this pump down and close it, but I do it right after I've squeezed out a tiny bit in my palm. Then I'll squish this down and lock it. And as I'm doing that, some of this comes out of here. So that's how I get a full amount to wash my face. But that is a lot of work, and it's a pain in the butt to do. So I'm going to have to decant this into a different bottle because this traveling isn't, for me as a flight attendant, isn't the best package. But if I were a home person, if I lived at home all week, I would like this pump quite a lot. But let's talk about the ingredient list. I can't believe I've been talking for this long. I apologize. I really don't know who's watching this video. All right, so ingredient list. First ingredient is aloe, then coca mitopropyl betaine, whatever. That is a surfactant. It's the cleansing portion that is derived from coconut oil. It does not use sodium lauryl, whatever that you'll find in everything else. And that's one of the reasons it's such a strange texture, I think. Let's see. I don't know what kamani is. I think it's some sort of flower. Matcha leaf powder, seaweed extract, apple. Seaweed extract would also maybe be a reason why this texture is so strange. Apple, what else? Sea kelp, turmeric, salicylic acid, glycerin. if you look at your face wash ingredient list at home, or at the grocery store, the drugstore, the first ingredient in almost any face wash is water. And that is to dilute the product and make it more sellable. They can charge you more because you have a large bottle and half of that is water. In this case, the part that makes it fluid here is aloe. That's that gooey clear stuff that you scrape out of an aloe leaf. That is what makes this fluid. It's not water. It's a very strange product. I don't know how much this is. They sent me this free. I suspect it's probably like most of their products, around $30. Sounds like a lot of money for a face wash, but the soy face wash by Fresh, when I bought it about 1,000 years ago, it was $48 for a smaller tube than this. And my Purity Made Simple, I forgot how much that is. But number one, Teami always has sales. Don't tell. But I always have a discount code too. So just do all caps Steven20, I think, and you'll get 20% off. But huge, huge, huge win. Now, I like that almost as much as my Purity Made Simple, which is a lot. I'm already talking. This is well over 10 minutes, and I've just been talking about a face wash. Another product that Teami sent me. I don't know why I like this company so much. I can't say I've found a company that seems to be making a whole bunch of different products that really seems to win as often as they do. That face wash is a giant win. All right, so they sent me this just recently. Now, this product is launching this week. I want to say it's launching on the 27th. And you should be able to still buy it. I think they only sell their stuff online. So this is good because none of us can leave the house right now, right? You don't have to leave the house to be healthy, right? Because we have the mail. This is their newest product. It's a vegan, I am not a vegan chocolate protein, wellness protein in chocolate, made with organic ingredients. It's 17 grams of protein in one scoop. This container is 13.6 ounces. And I have to tell you what's really strange about this. Listen to the ingredient list. Go grab your protein powder. Compare this protein list. Let's see. It has organic this isn't a hard word. Organic pea protein isolate, organic rice protein concentrate, chocolate bean powder, processed with alkali, so it's cocoa, creamer, guar gum powder, natural flavor, silicon dioxide. And I think silicon dioxide is to keep it from clumping, so it's powdery. That's it. Ta-da! I want to say there's white tea in here. Something about the packaging talked about white tea as an antioxidant as well. So there's there it is, stevia leaf and white tea extract as well. And there's 200 milligrams of white tea extract in a serving size. So there's a small amount of caffeine in each serving as well. So our promise, 100% plant-based protein, organic ingredients, vegan, non-GMO, dairy and soy-free, without artificial colors, without artificial flavors. Find another one on the market like that. And without artificial sweeteners, find something else. Everything else. Now, I've been using this I've been having that maybe once a day for the past 3 or 4 days. I usually use, these are the ones I usually use. They're both by Muscle Milk. They were both on sale when I bought them because it's fairly expensive. This was originally $35. This was originally $20-something. But they both use artificial flavors. They both use sorbitol or other sweeteners. And the flavor is weird. I think I have chocolate and I have vanilla here. Neither of them taste particularly natural because they're not. The protein they mix here from Teami is they use chocolate as a flavor. They don't use any artificial flavors. Now, it's a win, and then it's not a win. It's kind of a win. I mixed it in my blender bottle because I don't assume that everyone has a Teami Mix-It. Now, I would use it in a Teami Mix-It typically if I want to add other things to it to make it like a smoothie, kind of fluffy, like a shake almost. But I figured most people who use these protein mixes and protein powders would use like a blender bottle instead. So I used it in my blender bottle with water, and I hated it. Sorry, Teami. I hated it. Oh, did not like it. The texture was very thin. Sorry. The texture was very thin. It felt very grainy. The chocolate was full on present. It was super chocolate, almost bitter, like dark chocolate. And I'm not a fan of dark chocolate. I'm definitely a milk chocolate fan. So I was not a fan of the product as it is with water. Sorry. If I mixed it in with like fruit or with other things in a smoothie, maybe. They say you can bake with this as well. I'd love to hear someone's experience with that. But then I mixed it with milk. No, I don't drink nut milks. I just drink regular cow milk. Judge me all you want. I just drink milk. Yummy. Delicious. I mixed it up with milk. I let it sit because I was setting up my table here with all my things. And it was sitting here for a little while. And that graininess seems to kind of disappear with time. So I let it sit here for maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It was in here. Typically, I would shake and drink, right? And it was grainy. I mixed it up in the milk. I liked it. It was much smoother with the milk. And then I set my table up. I took a sip just for kicks. And that graininess had reduced. You're still going to feel some presence of stuff there, but it was fantastic. Delicious. Now, will I only use this? No. Why? Because I still have giant tubs of my muscle milk left. But this would be a fantastic solution if you are vegetarian, vegan, or looking for all natural. If some of the things that are in these other protein mixes kind of skeeves you out, and you have a hard time finding enough protein in your diet, which is why I use these things. I don't work out much anymore. This is what's left of my muscular arms. I used to have enormous arms. They're like this now. I don't work out anymore, so protein for that reason isn't so important. But protein in my diet, because my diet primarily consists of crap, I don't get enough protein in my diet. So Teami would make this possible if I were vegan or vegetarian, as much as they make me getting my greens in my diet this easy too. So I'm a huge fan of the protein mix, the wellness protein in milk. Now, I assume it would be just as nice in an almond milk or an oat milk, but you really want that sweetened, because this is not that sweet. It does use stevia leaf to sweeten it, but it's not that sweet. So you might want to either use a sweetened nut milk or add a little honey. I will admit I added honey to mine as well. Blah, 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 blah. So this video is so long. When I travel, if I want to take this and use it on my work trips, what am I going to do? I'm going to use my, is there water in here? No. It's my Camelback. This is 50 ounces. I think this is 50 ounces. So I could put a whole bunch of milk in here and keep it cold. So if I wanted to take it for work, I would use my my little Camelback insulated bottle. There you go. Super long video, but you know how I talk, right? So as a roundup, I love Teami. I don't know of another company that has really made such an effort to bring us healthy products that are super available, super reasonably priced. They're not cheap. They're not cheap, but nothing good is cheap, right? All right. Blah, blah, blah. Keep talking. I'm going to go give myself a trim. Why am I putting these back on? Give this a little trim, fix this, and go find Buddy, because he's been outside now for a real long time. I'm sorry this video is so long, but if you like listening to me talk, this has been great, right? All right. Well, I will talk. Oh, again, I have a discount code. I'll leave it in the description box below. This video is not sponsored. They don't pay me. It would be nice, but they don't pay me. I do get a tiny commission. It's tiny, but it does add up. So if you buy the product, use my discount code. And if you don't, that's okay. They always have a sale going. Teami always has a sale. So their prices are fairly, it feels like a stretch, but things are always on sale. And I have to tell you, they always seem to be worth it. That's pretty important to me. The value is always there. I keep talking, don't I? All right, I'm gonna let you go. Have a great day and fly safe.